joined by Siobhan McNamara on Donegal now. Jack Disbrow, an American, visited the family cottage of his wife's grandmother in Malin way back in 1980, and it was a very memorable experience for Jack. As a result, he returned last year with his daughter, but unfortunately found the cottage in a state of disrepair, and now plans to restore the cottage to its former glory. Jack joins us on the line from the United States. Jack, it was 1980 when you stayed in the cottage, and it obviously made an impression on you.
Yes, John, thank you for having me on. I loved Ireland. We spent some time in the cottage, I suppose the first time about 9 days, and it was in its what I call its primal state, where was heated by a turf fire, and there was only some spring water that sort of ran through a sink continually in the kitchen of the cottage, and we lived the way I imagine the Irish lived for centuries.
Well, as someone who grew up for the most part in a thatched cottage, I'm well aware that there's a lot of nostalgia attached to growing up or to spending time in a thatched cottage, and they are the iconic structures in rural Ireland, and with all the history that's attached to them. But you stayed there back in 1980, and am I right in saying that you were with your wife-to-be, Brooke, at the time? In 37 years on now, you've decided that this is one cottage that you would like to do something about, and you would like to restore it because Brooke's grandmother raised the whole family there. There was 9 brothers and sisters in total.
Yes. I believe the whole family would like to see the cottage restored. But of course nobody's got the wherewithal to do it at this point. I mean, people are either retired or they're young and coming up and trying to make their own way in the world. So I'm trying to find a way to see if I can get in there and fix it up. When I was there last August, having spent many years doing hard labor as a landscape gardener, when I looked at it, I couldn't help but start thinking about, well, this is what I would do next. Clear the fuchsia away from it, clear out the fallen part of the roof, start to look at the structure and figure out what needs to be done.
So it's overgrown, the roof has fallen in, so that'll be the first thing to address, the roof situation, and just sort of clear in and around the house. When you were first there back in 1980, you were very taken with the generosity of the neighbours, in particular the 2 farms on either side of it, and now you would like to think that maybe some of the neighbours again, people from the wider community, and also experts in things like maybe thatching and building and that might come on board and lend a wee bit of help somewhere.
Well, they might. I don't feel that I can rely on that. I can't lean on people and try to get them to help out. I was younger then in 1980, and I feel like I could have maybe even been more grateful. I don't know if I thanked them enough.
Never too late, Jack. Never too late.
Never too late. Well, I do thank them. They're wonderful people, and they shared a lot with us. And I'd like to give the cottage back to the community, to the family in the shape that I remember it, or better. And that's what my attempt is.
To that end, you set up a GoFundMe page, but there's a part of this where people get on board and they whatever sort of contribution that you make, it could be through time or materials or through money, that then there's an opportunity to maybe use the cottage, to get a week or two and stay in the cottage.
So that's why I refer to it almost like a business investment, because they get some time in the, depending upon what they donate, they get some time in the cottage, which I find that people are interested in.
Yeah, so there's an opportunity to get something back on down the line. Now, you aren't underestimating the task at hand, nor are you underestimating how important it is to have the heritage of this project kept real and authentic. You don't intend just to put this up and put any old roof and any old paint on it. This is, you're going to try to replicate the cottage as close as you can to the way it was.
Yes, and what we're doing as well, concerning the heritage, is make a documentary about it, so that for our own use as well as for the people at large to be able to see basically what it takes to bring the cottage back to its proper state.
It just so happens that your daughter Erin is a video artist and sound technician, and you also have a friend called Pete, who's a video artist, and then someone called Chris, who's a carpenter and builder. So already you have the nucleus of a team, but some local knowledge and expertise, and indeed any sort of help, maybe through just volunteering some time or donating to the GoFundMe page, would help greatly.
Yes, once we get over there, we've got to find the real experts.
Well, the start has been made anyhow, so the process has started. If you're intent on doing it correctly and thatching it authentically and stuff, obviously that's going to cost money, but you'll get a better idea when you get over and do an assessment and get it cleaned out and stuff. And we wish you the best. If anybody wants to get involved, find out more information, or even contribute in some way, where can they go online?
Well, you can go to the GoFundMe page. You can go to GoFundMe.com, and you can look at restoring a traditional cottage. Also, I can be found, Jack Disbrow can be found on Facebook.
Well, people can seek you out on Facebook nonetheless, whatever your Facebook page is like at the moment. Jack Disbrow, Disbrow, or go to GoFundMe.com and restoring a traditional cottage on there. Jack, the very best with the project, and hopefully you'll be back in 12 months or sometime in the future and telling us all about what a great success it's been.
Thank you very much, John.